What's poppin' T Squad? It's your girl Keisha, and I'm here with tonight's All Tea, All Shade Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 12, Episode 3 review. Before I start, I did a hair tutorial on this hair clip look that I'm rocking tonight. And I did a makeup tutorial on this beat. You can't really see the full detail because I'm not on my good camera. I'm on my laptop camera or whatever. But I have both tutorials coming during Vlogmas, so get ready. I have tons of content starting December 1st, so get ready. A video a day, every day in December. Y'all not ready. Y'all ask for it, and I'm gonna give it to you. What you want, what you need. I really love the way both of these looks came out. Ooh, giving you that sauce. All right, so before we start on the review, I have some behind the scenes tea for you all. Now, you know, last week I did a video on Eva's nappy head comment. Thank you to everybody who watched it. We got 50-50 as far as the comment section about people that didn't see it was a problem. Some people did find that it was a problem. I loved everybody's feedback, everything that everybody had to say. I respected what everybody had to say. I respected that a lot of you didn't agree with what I said. A lot of you did, but that's what this forum is for. We're not here to agree with each other all the time. My channel is not a channel where I want you all to agree with everything that I say. I really don't care if you agree with me or not. But I respected everything that you all had to say, and I loved all the comments. You know, and a lot of people were upset not only about Eva's nappy head comments, but when Eva compared Pilar to Dennis, saying that the baby wasn't nothing but Dennis with a bow on her head. Now, people was basically up in a roar about that. And I'm like, what was it that she said that was so messed up? The little girl does look like Dennis with a bow on her head. Only way you would take offense to that, and Portia, I guess, call herself taking offense to it, is because your nigga ugly. So if you feel like she was trying to call your baby ugly, then that's a thing that you need to take up with yourself, because your daughter does look like Dennis, a lighter skinned version of Dennis with a bow on her head. But she did not call the little girl ugly. She didn't say anything disparaging about the little girl. And then my thing is, Portia had a problem with it. Some of the viewers had a problem with it. But then she posted this picture of Pilar sitting on her daddy's lap, posed like this. And then she captioned it, "Yo, this is Dennis' clone sitting here deep in thought while using grandma as a recliner. Caption this." So what's the difference? You saying that the little girl looked like Dennis with a bonnet on, pretty much. So what's the difference? People, like I said, people can pick and choose what they want to be mad at. It's just what you want to be mad at about today. Also in Real Housewives of Atlanta news, Kandi gave an update on her surrogate journey with her husband, Todd Tucker. The Grammy winner revealed that she nearly became a mother of 5 by her surrogate, but her surrogate, who was pregnant with twins, unfortunately lost one of the embryos. She said, "I was sad at first, but then I just had to be grateful that the one made it." So as we all know, Kandi is having a little girl, so it's sad that they lost one of the embryos, but happy that the other one did survive. Also in Real Housewives news, you know, BravoCon was going on this weekend in New York. I wish I could have went. I'm going to try to go next year. I think that'll be a fun experience. Andy Cohen revealed that he's bringing a new franchise into the Real Housewives, a new city into the Real Housewives franchise, and the new city will be Salt Lake City. Only reason I'm even remotely excited about this, because if they get anybody on there remotely as crazy as the black girl from Love After Lockup, that's the Mormon black girl that lived in Salt Lake City, because them motherfuckers out there is crazy and they country as shit. So if they can get some crazy bitches like that on the show, I'm all here for the foolishness. And then last but not least, in my behind the scenes tea, you know, Candace from Real Housewives of Potomac filed charges against Monique for the fight that they had while filming this up and coming season. So Candace posted on her page Please read. When your lackeys have nothing better to do than to crawl around on their hands and knees behind closed doors, attempting to throw dirt on my name, fighting a losing war alongside their harrowing employer, for my beautiful followers who were prepared to celebrate with me at the Washington Fusion game as I performed the national anthem, I regret that I must inform you all I will not be able to perform on Saturday. This turn of events and my removal from the program by at Sweet Cookie 100 by way of Monique Samuels is for the fulfillment of a personal vendetta over one's own indiscretions. I look forward I guess she meant to your next hat trick, Saints. So she's basically accusing Monique of using her influence and her name or whatever, her clout, of stopping her performance of singing the national anthem. I mean, like, come on, Candace, you can't sing, bitch. You sound like Billy Goat Gruff. I need her to set the hell down. Nobody was looking forward to that performance, sis, and I doubt that Monique gave a damn enough to try to stop you from singing the national anthem. If anything, she would have wanted to see you embarrass your goddamn self and go viral on the internet for all that goddamn yodeling your ass call yourself doing. So, girl, sit the fuck down. So Monique got wind of this, of course, and she went on her Instagram story and said, seriously, boo-boo, you are not, never was, and will never be that important to me. People with no real responsibilities crack me up. Shade. As if I have time to care about your failed attempts at being booked. You're laughable. Keep showing the world how obsessed you are. Let me holler at my attorney about this harassment and defamation of character. Time to get breakfast prepared for my babies. And honestly, I wouldn't even respond to her. I just would have sent the shit over to my lawyer. Ain't nobody got time to go back and forth with this Candace childish ass. But all I know is next season gonna be lit and I'm ready. All right, so let's get into tonight's review. So Eva talks about moving again and staying in a 2-bedroom condo because of her crazy ass baby daddy. She's in the car with Cynthia talking about all of this. Some people believed her story last season about fearing for her kids' safety because of her crazy ass baby daddy. Others did not, aka Marlo. And it was one of the main people that did not believe her. Kevin McCall is like crazy as cat shit. Kevin McCall recently just got arrested 2 weeks ago when he went to court regarding him and Eva's daughter. He called himself trying to get full custody of the little girl, even though he cat shit crazy and on drugs, obviously, and is a woman abuser. He was in the courts building, filming. He was on live or something like that. And one of the security guards told him that he cannot be recording. He was like, I'm not recording. I'm recording myself. They went back and forth. His crazy ass told the security guard, put your badge down, let's fight or whatever. He ended up trying to fight the guard. He ended up falling down an escalator. It was a big melee. He ended up getting arrested. But he ain't crazy. I'll be fearing for my life too. Any motherfucker that's gonna try to fight a security guard inside the courthouse don't give a fuck about nothing. I'll be moving every 5 motherfucking seconds too, dealing with a nigga like that. So Eva say, I'm so cool on NeNe and the wig that keeps her glue and her family together. Cause I'm like, girl, you know what this is. Cause NeNe, basically was kind of being shady towards her last season when she recorded their conversation after not telling Eva that she was mic'd up. Cynthia takes her to see this one of the houses that she's looking at. The house was very beautiful. It was really pretty. Eva says that she needs safety because of her baby daddy and Mike being a defense attorney. She don't want to be in the house by herself with them kids and somebody try to come over there and burn them up because he done got somebody sent to jail. And I don't blame her. Eva thanks Cynthia for being a great friend to her and regrets not being closer to her sooner. If I paid attention to this episode that Cynthia even wearing her hair like Eva, it's obvious that she's gone to the same person that Eva gets to braid her hair and to lock her hair up because she had locks in this episode and she had those long braids that Eva likes to wear. And I was like, oh, so she going to get her hair done by the same girl that do Eva hair too? Ain't that cute? So Cynthia feels Eva holds herself accountable, but that NeNe doesn't even, but NeNe never thinks that she's wrong about anything. And I mean, we've all been attest to that. Cynthia feels they can get past their drama, but Eva's like, girl, I don't know why you think you and NeNe gonna be able to get past this drama. That shit is never gonna happen. So, what is in my mouth? Anyway, Portia goes to see Tanya. I'm so happy to see Tanya back. I love Tanya. She just lights up the screen whenever she's there. They become close now. They're couples, friends. They go out with each other all the time. Tanya's kitchen, bitch, was fucking gorgeous. Oh my God, that was like a dream kitchen for me. Oh, so beautiful. And she looked great too. So they talk about Portia's relationship with Dennis. Tanya's upset too because they become couples friends, so she's very disappointed in what Dennis has done. Portia says she just want to hit him, like she's just so disappointed in him and doesn't know if they can salvage their relationship. He told her that she wasn't being emotionally available for him when he decided to cheat, and she disagrees because she went back during that time period and was like, no, we were happy here, we were doing this, we were doing that. I just hate when motherfuckers cheat on you and then try to make it seem like you're the problem and that you're the reason why they acted the way that they fucking acted. Nigga, this ain't got shit to do with me. Don't put your shit off on me, motherfucker. That would have made me not want to be with him even more. I'm pregnant, nigga. What the fuck you mean I wasn't being emotionally there for you? Nigga, I'm trying to incubate a whole motherfucking human being. You better shut the fuck up. So Kenya's at her home with Brooklyn, who is just gorgeous, in this too little bra. I'm like, Kenya, get you a bigger bra, bitch. Her cousin Shay stops by. Kenya tells her it's been difficult by her being by herself, and Marc being gone all the time is causing a strain on their relationship. When he visits, he's with Brooklyn all the time and they don't go out on dates anymore. And he even has Brooklyn sleep in the bed with them when he's in town. And I took that as, I feel as though he's trying to overcompensate for being gone all the time. So when he is in town, he's trying to put as much energy into being with Brooklyn that he possibly can, because he's going to be gone for a longer period of time. And I feel like he's thinking that Brooklyn's needs are more important than Kenya's because she's grown. But at the same token, y'all are pretty much still newlyweds. Y'all still fresh into this shit. You do have to show your wife some compassion and some care and some attention too, because you're not only just away from your daughter, but you're away from your wife as well. So Kenya wonders if she's jealous that he's more invested in Brooklyn than her. And I can understand where she's coming from that. Like, damn, like, it's fucked up that I kind of feel like more like jealous towards my daughter, and I shouldn't even be feeling that type of way. Like, damn, I wish I was my daughter. Like, this nigga would show me the attention that he's showing to fuck her. So the Moose, aka Hulk Hogan, aka NeNe Leakes, is back. She and Greg are going to film for the American Cancer Society because she is an ambassador now. She says they're still healing from everything that happened in their marriage last year. NeNe starts to cry. She's like, I don't want to cry because I'm going to be making it about myself if I do. And I was like, bitch, you were making it about yourself last season. You very much so. So I don't know why you're trying to hit a dig back at the viewers for and your friends for calling you out on your stupid bullshit. So NeNe tells Greg that she reached out to Cynthia a few months ago and she never responded. And then they cut to Cynthia, and Cynthia was like, I didn't respond because she sent me a mean message. NeNe then goes on to read the message, and I was like, bitch, what makes you think somebody was going to respond to that foolishness that you sent them after months of not speaking to them? She basically in the text message was like, boo-hoo you, bitch. You the victim. You ain't shit. And I'm like, what makes you think that girl was going to respond to that? Like, you just woke up one day and want to argue with me? So Cynthia didn't respond and she blocked her ass, and I don't fucking blame her. So then we switch to Kandi and Todd talking about whether or not they should have a baby shower since she's not carrying the baby. I just feel like when you're a celebrity, after baby one, why are you having a fucking baby shower? You don't need the money. You don't really need the gifts. Baby showers are for people that are not struggling, but you know what I'm saying, that need the help. That need a little bit of assistance to acquire the things that they need for their baby, or I feel like people that have what's the shit called when you move into a new house? Bitch, what the fuck? A housewarming party. When you can't afford to buy, everything that you need for your house. So you have a housewarming party so you can get some of the things that you need. But when you're a person like Kandi that's worth damn near over $40 million, you don't need no fucking baby shower. You don't need nobody buying you no fucking gifts. If you're going to have a baby shower when you're a celebrity after baby one, I feel like all the proceeds should be going to a charity or something like that. So Todd tells her that Kayla, his daughter, has decided to move to New York City, and Kandi brings up them going to the strip club with each other. People on social media during the summertime was all up in an uproar because he went to a strip club in New York with Kayla. But the little girl is 23 years old. I don't frankly see anything wrong with it. Shit. Some people are just really conservative like that. Would I ever go to a strip club with Kyrie? Yeah, probably would. Would I make it an every weekend thing? No. But it's not a big fucking deal. Like, we watch music videos. They see everything anyway. So it's just like, what's the big deal? It's just not a big deal to me. Kandi, however, really didn't like it either. And she doesn't want to have that same kind of relationship with their daughter together. Marc is in town. And Kenya doesn't have much food in the house because she's, had Brooklyn and she got all her, her hair care line. She's filming for the show. So she hasn't been able to go to the grocery store, and he wants breakfast and she freaking out because she ain't got no fucking eggs. I'm like, damn, bitch, is he hiking your ass? Is he gonna hit you? Because she was hella nervous. She ain't had no motherfucking eggs. So she brings up him bringing his restaurant, So Cool, I think that's what his name, what it's called, to Atlanta, because a lot of people, have been asking about it. The pictures and things that I have seen online, the food looks great. It looks like a dope spot. And he says, he has to scout the area and, he's going to think about it. So she says, do you think that you might? And she's just continuing the conversation. I mean, he really honestly had already answered her question, but you can tell that she's trying to hold a conversation with him because the cameras are on and she doesn't want to have dead space. So instead of responding to her, though, and not making her look like a fucking idiot, this nigga decides to ignore her. And I'm looking like, really, nigga? Like, really? Like, he's an asshole. My thing with Marc, I don't think it's a situation where he does not like Kenya or whatever, or he's annoyed by her. He comes across like a douchebag, like an asshole, like a motherfucker that want a bitch to be all up on him. And she's so desperate to be loved by somebody that she attracts men that she has to prove herself to. And it goes back to the situation with her mother not loving her and her having to work her whole life to get some type of approval, some type of attention from her mother, anything, just anything. And it's the same thing with this nigga. And I'm just like, damn, King, if you could just love yourself a little bit more, you would continue to attract men like him. I think that Marc cares about her. I think that Marc finds her attractive. Do I think that Marc is head over heels in love with Kenya? No. Do I think he has love for Kenya? Yes, and that's a difference from being in love with somebody. I think that he loves her for being his wife and for giving him a daughter, but do I think that he's just like over the top moon in love? No. Do I think he probably cheating on her up there in New York? I wouldn't put it past this nigga. He just seems like a nigga. He's like he comes across to me like a worse version of Marceau from Love and Marriage Huntsville, a more arrogant dickhead of a version of that nigga. So he ignores her, but then takes a jab at her having no eggs again. And she then fix, breakfast, and she fixed pancakes and fruit and stuff. He looking like, like this bitch really he even kind of made a comment like she putting on for the cameras, but she don't really cook for real. Like they be Postmating the most times. So they sit down, they pray together as a family. And you notice her rubbing the back of his hand with her thumb as she's praying. Now he doesn't really do anything to be affectionate towards her back. He then takes a bite of the food and he kind of makes fun of her cooking, but he's being playful. I was like, okay, so you can see that he is a playful guy and that they do have a playful banter with one another, but it's at her expense, which is the bad part about it. So she wants to get a nanny for his birthday trip, and he brings up that no, he want to bring Brooklyn because it's his first day with his baby. And she looking like, well, damn, like when we want to go out by ourselves, what we gonna do? Like, what we gonna do with the baby? And he was just like, she can't come with us. I feel sorry for Kenya. I really honestly do. I think she rushed things with this nigga. I think that he presented himself as one thing in the beginning, and the more that she's learning about him, that mask that we all wear when we first meet a person, what's the name that we always call it? Damn, I'm having a brain fart. representative. His representative has now worn off and the real him has come into effect. And that's why I be telling people don't rush into marrying nobody after 6 months or a year, because you just starting to see who that person really is after a year of dating. And the real him is showing and she looking like, what the fuck have I gotten myself into? I don't know. So he says that Brooklyn is number one for him, and she was like, I thought I was supposed to be number one. Who's number one, me or Brooklyn? He dodges the question and, does all that baby talk to the baby or whatever. She just kind of sitting there like, well, where the fuck do I fit into this equation? Shit, I'm halfway wondering, did he just want to be with her ass to get a baby from her? Like, what? I don't really understand his motives. Like, why is he with her if he's gonna act like this? You know what I'm saying? Because it's obvious that she's in it. I don't know. I don't really know. I don't know. I just don't see it working. So it's New York Pride, and NeNe getting her hair done, and she say, I want a gay hairstyle. And her stylist say, what's a gay hairstyle? And I'm looking at she's like, what the gays were. She is such a coon. What the fuck is a gay hairstyle? What? For somebody that hang around so many gay men, you would think by now you would know how to talk and be respectful. And I hate when people be like, the gays. What kind of shit is that? Like, why do people call gay men the gays? Like, that shit ain't cute. They're regular human beings just like we are. They're not a tribe or a clique or a species other than human. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't see gay people like, I'm hanging with the straights tonight. Like, come the fuck on. Like, she's ignorant as fuck. And if just for that, I would have fucked up her hair. Marlo come in serving a fly ass black leather captain hat, Chanel belt look. I mean, she was snatched. Everything was put together perfectly. Marlo asks her, she gonna speak to Eva and Cynthia when she see them, and NeNe says that she ain't got no problem with speaking. Ain't nothing wrong with a little high and by. So we see Eva in her room getting ready, and Eva gets a video from Cynthia, and it's a video of NeNe doing an interview where she says that she was friends with Cynthia. She was a good friend to her, and at one point Cynthia was a good friend to her, and she would have never turned on Cynthia. And NeNe says she's weaker. She's definitely weak. She looks desperate. She's following the crowd. And Eva like, God damn, like, really, bitch? So NeNe says that Cynthia's interviews about her were very hurtful, and then Bravo does a montage of all of Cynthia's interviews post reunion last year. And she really didn't say anything as cutthroat as what NeNe said, but she was basically like, I'm tired of kissing her ass. That's pretty much all she was saying. And that is very draining being her friend, which I can imagine. Shit, Wendy even alludes to it being draining being her friend. Shit. So, Cynthia comes to Eva's room, and Eva say, that was so mean. Why would she do that? And Cynthia say, honey, her wig is desperate. I tried to tell her we was friends, but she ain't want to listen. Nigga, I damn near fell out when she said that shit. That shit was funny as fuck. So NeNe gets on the floor, and she makes her way over to go speak to whom we don't know, but she has to walk past Cynthia, and we see them look at each other, and then it goes off. So tonight's episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta, I give it a B-. It was cool for what it was. It was good. I'm just ready for the drama to really heat up, for shit to really get the pop in. Get ready, you guys. Me and my mom filmed a video last night. It was an emotional video that will be airing on my channel during Vlogmas. You guys know I don't really talk much about my family or Kyrie's for real. I try to keep my private life private, but it was a very emotional, very revealing conversation that I had with my mom that I can't wait for you guys to see. Yeah, I'm just excited. Like I said, I have tons of content coming for you guys. So get ready. Make sure to thumbs up this video. Let's talk down below in the comments about the tea that I spilled tonight, about tonight's episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, what the fuck are you waiting for? Join the Tea Squad, my G. Also, make sure you cop you some merch. Get you an all tea, all shade shirt. a Buy for Nigga shirt, a T Squad shirt. We got sweatshirts. It's that time of the year. We got mugs. We got pillowcases right down here below. And if you have a question for Sis You Ask, email us right now. We have new episodes airing every week now again. So get ready for that. I love you guys, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.